introduction. After that is the discussion about the audit and tax risk, and followed by how he do the schedule planning of the assignment. So let's start our webinar today. Bryan, can you explain what is the audit planning?
All right, so let me explain to you guys what is about audit planning. So basically, according to ISA 300, audit planning is basically a step that we have to do before we conduct our field work, where we conduct to plan our audit, to develop an audit strategy for us to conduct our audit field work in the future. So why is it important for us to do the audit planning? In simple words, is for us to conduct and carry out our audit in an effective and efficient manner. So in the most direct way, this is the objective of doing audit planning.
Okay, so I believe the APM briefing is also very important, right?
Yes.
So what is the important that we need to do the APM briefing after the APM review by the partner and management?
Yes, because normally if we are doing a much more case larger in the scale, then it means that we'll be involved not only the person in charge itself, we also involve the partners, the managers, and also other team members. Therefore, it's important for us to do audit planning briefing to our seniors, to our managers and our partners, so that they will know that what are the risks and what are some of the key important matters that we need to give attention on when we are doing our audit after that. Yes.
Okay, thank you for your clear explanation. So let's start with the assignment that you are going to present today. Could you brief us the nature of the business, of the company?
Yeah, sure. So I will take ABC Sdn Bhd as an example. So basically, ABC Sdn Bhd is a company incorporated in Malaysia, and its principal activities is trading of refrigerated trucks systems, which means the refrigeration systems that will be installed inside the trucks for transportation purpose. So this company is the year end of this company is 31st March, and its headquarters is located in Singapore. Yeah, this company is Sdn Bhd is incorporated here to serve and service the local clients. Yeah, so basically, in simple words, the company is a trading in refrigerated system in Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the main audit risks in the company?
So let me take one of the important audit risks. First of all, is about the inventories. During our audit planning, I noticed that the inventories value of the company has increased significantly compared to prior year, in which it increased from around 2.8 million to become 8.4 million during the year. So here, some issues has been arising. One of it is because the value of the stock is very high. Therefore, also because we didn't carry out the stock take this year, therefore it's important for us to test whether the stock is really exists in the company, right? And second is how do we can confirm and to make sure that the value of the stock is properly recorded and properly taken up by the company. Therefore, this two is the most important audit risks that I have identified for the inventories.
Just now you mentioned that we didn't perform the stock take. So any other audit procedure that we can do to ascertain the quantity?
So of course, because we didn't carry out the stock take, so what we have to do is, of course, when we go to our audit during that time, maybe we'll have a visit into the warehouse, or maybe we'll have inquire the clients to confirm whether the stocks is properly recorded and whether the transaction has proof that the inventories comes in and comes out is really occurred. But if we really cannot prove that the inventory is really exists, then if there's really no any other way, then we might have to force to issue maybe a qualified opinion regarding these matters. Yeah.
So you mean that we need to rely on their internal control. So whether they got perform the stock take at the end of the year, right?
Yes, you can say that.
Okay. So except for the inventory, what are the main audit risks that you found in the company?
One other audit risk that I have determined that I found is regarding the sales and purchase, where I noticed that for the purchase of the company during the month of October and December, the purchase incurred by the company is significant as compared to other months. So in here, one of the risks is we have to make sure that because when the year-end purchase is very high, it might signal that they might have a cutoff issue, or maybe whether the purchase has been recorded in the proper time period. So it might have a cutoff issue. So to mitigate this risk, to double check this, so we have to of course perform a cutoff test on all the purchase invoice and to make sure the purchase has been taken up in the correct period.
I know that actually the trade payable and trade receivable also present in the opposite way, right?
Yes.
Opposite position.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe this is one of the signals. So how are you going to do on the testing?
You mean for the trade receivables and trade payables?
Yeah, to confirm that all the sales and purchases occur in the financial year.
So of course, first one, to confirm the sales and purchases occur, then we will of course to do the vouching and to take some sample of the invoices and to trace back to the invoice to ensure that the transaction has been taken up completely, and then the value has been taken up accurately, and all the documents, the invoices and the delivery orders has been properly kept and recorded. And second is we have to look at the delivery order, because to acknowledge and to record the invoice, we have to based on the delivery order dates. Therefore, we have to refer back to the documents to confirm whether the client has recorded the invoice based on the date on the delivery order, to confirm there's no any cut-off issue for the sales and revenue, sales and purchase. Yeah.
But all this is on the from the internal documents. So what are the other procedure that we can perform, which can give us the more accurate confirmation or to confirm the balance?
Yeah. So if talking about the external way, then we might have to we can have sending out the confirmation for the trade receivables and also the trade payables, so that they will confirm that the amount they owe to or owed by the company is accurate as really exists. So normally we will send out the confirmation when we are doing the audit planning, and hopefully if everything goes well, then we can receive their feedback and response during our audit fieldwork, that everything can go smooth. Yeah, so the sending out confirmation is one of the external way, also one of the most reliable way that we can do to confirm the balance of the receivables and payables.
Okay, when shall we send out the confirmation?
Yeah, so the best timing for us to send is actually during our planning stage, which is now when we are doing the planning and we select some of the samples, most probably those are very high value, and then we send out during our audit planning. Yeah, because sometimes we have to wait quite some times for them to reply. So if we only send out during our field work or on the later stage, then we might get the response very late. So it might not help us to prove the balance. Yes.
Okay, just now you have a brief about the inventory and also the sales, purchase, trade receivable, trade payables. Then what are the issues that you also found from the company?
One other issues that I found also is from the maybe from the tax part, or should I move on to the tax, is from the related party transactions. Because during the year, I noticed that the company has incurred quite a lot of transactions with all its related parties. There's a total around 6 to 7 related parties company that incur transactions with the company. So because transfer pricing issue is one of the most recent issue that has been given more attention by the IRB, so we know that this is the issue that we need to give attention on. So this is one of another major risk that I have. determined during the audit planning. Yeah.
Okay, so mainly is the related company transaction and
Yes.
also touch about the tax.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I think the tax is on the transfer pricing documentation.
Yeah, very popular right now. Yes.
Okay, okay. So any other tax issue
Another tax
except for the
issue.
related company?
Yeah, another tax issue is regarding the withholding tax, which is regarding the withholding tax that we need to pay to the agent. I think this is just a newly published the law by our government, which says that when a company paid a commission to its dealer, agents, or distributor, which more than 100,000, then the company has to pay a 2% withholding tax to the company, to the dealer or to the agent. Since this company has incurred a quite amount of the commission, so that the company might have to face this risk that might need to pay the withholding tax. So this is also one of the risks that we need to highlight to the client later on when we are doing our audit there, so that they could understand and aware of these changes.
Okay. Then we come to how you're going to plan your assignment. Have you fixed the audit schedule?
Yes, currently I have planned to conduct the audit on 13th and 14th of September, which is on next Tuesday and Wednesday. And not only me going, I will also bring along with 2 colleagues, so that we could conduct the work more faster. So we plan to stay there for 2 days, and I haven't planned how I'm going to assign them for the work specifically, but I think I will come up with a plan maybe in these few days, so that I will let them know what they are going to do and which part they will be focused on during the audit day. Yeah.
I think another challenge is you need to lead the team, right? How you going to delegate the job to them? And what are the preparation that you need to be done before you audit?
Yeah, I think firstly, I have to, of course, conduct a brief field work on the company first, so that I would list out what are all the documents that I will require, and what are the things or what are the documents, what are the information that I would be needed to for me to do the audit test, so that I will list it all out. After that, I will have before went to the audit, I will have a meeting with my 2 colleagues, so that I will let them know. So what the things I need and what are the kind of information that we will be required. And at that time, I will assign them, maybe for each of them, they will have to responsible in charge of these two items, and for another one in charge of the rest of the other items, so that they could have a brief understanding before we go to the audit, so that it could save our time, and also we can do the audit work there more efficiently.
Have you set them the deadline?
What do you mean by deadline? Which deadline?
So that means the 2 days is the audit day, right?
Yes.
Then after the audit, normally when they need to submit the work done to you?
This one actually, to be honest, I haven't set the deadline to them, but I think because next week, Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday is holiday, right? So maybe I will set them deadline like by one week later. Then they will have to prepare all the things to me. I think it would be more reasonable and acceptable for me. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your deadline for this assignment? When we will submit the final work done to the management?
Because our culture here is that the deadline is normally within 2 months. Of course, I will not hope that we will do it like last minute. So I will hope that I could submit all the work done properly with proper documentation, proper finding, all the things by end of this month. Yes, it was be my plan, which is like around 1 month after the planning. I think is a most proper. Yeah.
By end of this month. Yeah, I think very fast.
Because this case, because I think it
Okay.
depends on the case. Yeah, because this case, based on our previous experience on this case because different clients have different attitudes and different response in terms of the speed. So since this case is quite big in terms of scale, and then maybe the clients would have some drag and delays in the query. So I will give a more longer times to finish the case. Yeah, because consider that our past experience towards this client. Yeah, so I think it is more reasonable. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think Bryan has done a clear and precise APM briefing. So anyone have question? Is it the Bryan briefing is very good? If yes, please put one in the chat box.
Yeah, anyone have questions can also ask. Yeah.
Yeah, you just open your mic and ask.
Yeah, questions from the floor. Wow, everyone put one. Thank you so much.
So Bryan, do you have any other things that you want to add on regarding the audit planning?
Maybe my personal opinion and personal experience. So when doing audit planning, to be honest, actually, when I first time to do the audit planning, for me is just like just fill in the numbers and then simply fill in the assertions and then fill in the test and then done, and then submit. But later on, when you really go in and do the audit by yourself, you only at that time you know that audit planning is really so important for you. Later on, when you refer back, it will let you know some of the things you miss out, which are the important areas, which are the important aspects that you need to give attention to. So I hope to also all the staff have to emphasize and then pay more attention towards the audit planning, not just treat it like a simple or fill in the words and then done. Yeah, take it more seriously and take it with a heart. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, correct. In KTP, the APM is very important for us.
Yeah.
So to avoid any redo or the any miss out during the finalization, then we need to spend time to redo again.
Yes, agree.
Okay, since there is no any other question from our colleague, then I think our webinar will end now.
Yeah, no one has questions, right?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Bryan.
Thank you, Ms. Hui. Yeah, thank you all the audience.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.